I would say that firefighters do have an extremely stressful job. We see people in their worst times, their worst moments. Unfortunately, I have seen firefighters struggle and deal with very stressful situations that it ends up getting into their personal lives. I've unfortunately lost dear friends. I've seen the families that break up. Public safety, police, fire, and EMS are more prone to mental health problems. I mean, we see terrible things every day. At some point, your guard's down. At some point, your cup has taken on too much, and it overflows. And it doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that that day you took in a little too much. But at the same time, I think that we're given tools to work with.
I work in Waco, Texas at the Braver Institute. I'm faculty member of Texas A&M College of Medicine Health Science Center. And we work actually with fire service all over the country. The project Reach Out was funded by FEMA in 2011. It is a study designed to look at how do you train firefighters to identify when a fellow firefighter was in distress or in behavioral health trouble. And if you've identified someone, how do you best get them to a level of care that's appropriate to the trouble they're in?
So our research team developed the training video by first adapting motivational enhancement, a particular style of intervention. We identified key components of motivational enhancement and selected ones that would work well with firefighters intervening with a distressed coworker. So we then adapted it for a video and included some general information about behavioral health disorders and their prevalence within fire service. We really wanted the video to come across as both accessible and credible. So we wanted the firefighters to see it as something that they could actually apply and also something that would generate positive results with their coworkers.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but what about you drinking? I've smelled it on you. You come into work and you know you're not supposed to drink at work and you're not supposed to have alcohol in your system and you're coming in with something in your system.
Yeah, I might have played softball and then had one or two and then came in. I don't see any big deal with it. It's not affecting my performance at all.
I'm just worried for you. I'm your friend. You know, I trust you with my life going to fire, and now I'm a little worried. And some of the other guys are a little worried too. And I'm just thinking that maybe you should talk to somebody. I did it. You know, I had a fatal fire, and I went through the same thing you're going through right now. You know, I isolated from the guys. I started blaming myself. I started drinking.
The role playing in the video is really important because it gives firefighters an example of what the intervention might look like in real life. By presenting them with different roadblocks or challenges, it shows the firefighters how they might adjust the technique to get a more positive result.
I'm not really sleeping too good.
Still, huh?
Yeah, it's getting to me.
I tell you what, we have a couple options. We could go with the EAP office here at work. Okay, there's outside counseling. And then there's also, if you have a personal relationship with your doctor, we could go with your personal physician. Any of those sound like something you might want to do?
Well, I don't really have a personal doctor.
Okay.
The EAP, I don't really know how that works, but that's through the job somehow. I like to keep things a little hush, you know. I don't want people knowing my business around here in the firehouse.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that. That makes a lot of sense. I'll tell you what, I have some people on the outside that I've used before, and I trust them a lot, and they've had great results, and you know, I think you'll be comfortable with them.
The video training is advantageous over a live counselor because it can be disseminated much more easily. It's easy to implement, and it also is standardized, so everyone gets the same training without having to worry about different counselors focusing on different things or neglecting other areas. We give them tools on how to effectively know if it's somebody that they should approach in the first place, kind of how to approach them in a way that would keep their defenses down and keep them open to change, and then how to kind of warm hand off them to professional help. Professional help for the firefighter in distress can vary based on a variety of things. It could include behavioral health programs in the fire department, employee assistance program if that's available, or it could be a counselor in the community, an Alcoholics Anonymous group, or even a pastor or a priest, depending on what that firefighter is most comfortable with.
I think there's been a great cultural shift in the fire service to be able to start admitting to things that are affecting you, or if you're seeing somebody that's having a very hard time with something, maybe they were a part of a scene that they were at, or an addiction that they're dealing with. It's okay now. It's getting better. I should put it that way. It's getting easier to be able to identify either yourself or one of your coworkers as somebody that's having a difficult time. Where not too long ago you were in the wrong if you were telling on somebody or if you were showing a little bit of weakness. Now it's what's expected. You got to take care of your coworker, not only on the job but off.
It's every scientist's dream, right, to make a difference. So if this could make a difference for firefighters, then I would just be so delighted to work at this and to be let into fire departments to do this work, and then to have known that it made a difference. That's really why scientists do science.